Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome to a different style of video here today on the channel. It is the new year. First of all, happy new year to you all, and hope you all had a good festive period. Not really done a video where I've been able to say that to you guys, and for those that have been asking, do a face reveal and stuff, well, I already own those videos, but hey, hello, this is me. You know what the voice behind the camera is now. But yes, we're here, and we're going to do ourselves something a little bit different today. I want, as you can probably see, there's a couple tabs open. I want to do 2019 like Origins in review type, you know, rewind style video. Because I thought, why not? Let's have a look at the past year of Origins. Let's see how far the Origins group has come as a collective, and just to relive some of those old memories and maybe inspire me to do some stuff this year with my content, with the Origins content, that kind of thing. So, at the beginning of last year, we was in the midst of Fallout Origins, which may or may not have been a fan favourite. Wasn't particularly the favourite of last year's Origins series at all. But let's have a look. So we'll go through. So we're starting out with Origins. Fallout Origins, we'll probably, you know, I might go through the trailers, pick an episode or two, maybe the finale. The finales are more the point. So this series in particular, for the Origins group, was like a transition period between removing the survival aspect and making it purely roleplay. For those who didn't already know, or who have joined the channel more recent because of the newer series. So yeah, so why don't we have a, let's just, you know, let's not have an advert.
I'm a
that
serious
would
gamer.
do you know what I do? You know, adverts are great and all, but could we just gloss over the fact that adverts exist for this video? Okay, let's have a look at the intro, because I do remember this one and it was interesting.
War never changes.
And I did like this intro. It was different.
In this world,
It had that serious
you are
start.
kept safe.
I went
Vault
straight in.
66 protects us from radiation,
This might be new to some of you
disaster,
as well.
And much worse. Wastelanders now roam the land, doing as they please without laws or rules.
And I was one of the fair
Even
few
worse,
that completed
robotic
this series,
humans known as synths
so
weave their way through
that's why it,
society.
you know,
And worse, mutants, monsters,
a lot of
and
people didn't
dangerous
actually
beasts
complete this
seek to
series, so
destroy
they
us
didn't
all.
have any
Luckily,
attachment to the
some are
series,
very special.
but I was one of the few
They
that did.
will survive long enough to endure the fallout and help rebuild our world. Welcome to Fallout Origins.
And that vault we used hundreds of times throughout this series. Hundreds and hundreds of times. Let's have a see. Let's go through. See, I don't know. If I go back, I don't particularly know which of these are survival-y, because a lot of them were survival-based, but with the kind of storyline based to it. I know definitely the finale was a... See, here we go. An unexpected fact. I feel like this was when I first met Kay and Jakey for an episode. I feel like it might have been. So we're gonna find out. I think this is where there's more rope.
Oh my god!
It was.
Kirby! Do it for me! Do we kill this?
They are rather loud, so I will turn them down just a smidge. But this was the first episode we did with Kay and Jakey, where there was some roleplay aspects to the episode.
Oh my god!
Jakey hasn't changed one bit. I can add that for a fact. He's still his loud self.
But, oh my god! Hello, Kirby man.
But
Oh my
yes.
god, like,
This was interesting. So this is where the roleplay started. It's more towards the end of the series. The roleplay aspect started moving inwards, and that was really interesting.
Well, I don't know his name.
Didn't mind a bit of
Like,
Fallout
and he
myself. It
just
was
come
rather
out
an
of
interesting
nowhere
series,
and
I have to
scared me,
admit.
okay?
Have to admit,
It's
it was
normal
quite an interesting
reaction.
series.
Yes. Help me first.
Where did we
Help
go
me
from
first.
here? Oh yes, we
My
did
issue is
save
bigger than
them,
hers issue.
and I did introduce them to my
else?
little base, which obviously it was more survival. So yeah, it was more
What is this
survival
channel? What
based.
is this?
So there's a lot of more survival elements to this series. And of course, in the finale, we did in fact endgame the series with, where is it?
Wait, we need to do. I want to.
Yes. Where we was being chased by Xylo the Synth.
Oh my god, let's go.
Which was, I think this was like an underground bunker, which our friend Brick had built. And for whatever reason, this lagged like crazy. I'm not... I know the mod pack wasn't so stable. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty interesting series. Moving onwards into something that you guys all loved. I loved dearly as well. Origins of Olympus. This series in particular was... Blue, you guys blew it out the water. Siri, shut up! God damn it. What can I say? But anyways, Origins of Olympus. You guys love this series a lot. I love this series a lot. Let's relive and heartbreak everyone.
Let's talk about grammar.
With an advert.
Anytime you
because we get those quite a lot.
to help.
Let's heartbreak ourselves with the intro a little bit. Because we do love the intro. I haven't heard it since I last edited the finale, which is one video we're going to look at, because that was quite an intro.
After defeating the great titans, Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, and the other gods have returned to their acropolis above.
The biggest of sad, this series.
Making their mark. Now their children.
Though you can definitely see the difference in what we're aiming for with the Origins, like as the series.
Welcome.
We want to take that step up from the survival-based aspect, which a lot of us didn't do. We didn't do any survival aspect in this series at all, which was nice. I'm glad we were able to move away from the survival aspect and make it purely roleplay. Heartbreaking. And I'm going to get questions about it. I know for a fact I am, now I've mentioned Origins of Olympus again. Still no idea when the next series is going to be. The next series could be at any point. I actually don't know. Like, it's not been discussed to a point where we know when it's going to be. Though I can confirm it is definitely not. Let me pause that a moment so it doesn't deafen me completely. But I can confirm it's definitely not the next Origins. There will be another one, obviously, with Fairy Tail ending. There will be another one, but it's not going to be Origins of Olympus. So don't get your hopes up for the next one being. We do have plans on, and well, we don't have dates and stuff, but we know when we have a general idea of when we want to do it. So there will be another one this year, just don't know when. And of course, everyone wants Fairy Tail Origins Season 5. Again, don't know when that's going to be. Don't ask, I don't know. Simple as that. Let's look on to some of these other episodes. So obviously, we've got the... This is all roleplay, so pretty much any video I click on is going to be, you know... It's going to be themed. Let's look at one of the trial episodes where we've got the majority of us involved.
Parkour area.
So obviously this was the Hephaestus trial, I believe. I believe that's what we went for with this one. I think it was the Hephaestus trial.
Once you finish
and obviously it was a parkour, which...
This kind of thing before.
How long did we get? Yeah, there we go. So there was a parkour element, which is different. We did like to throw these little trials in, just so it was a little bit different every single time. See, one thing I did like to add is I'm immune to fire halfway through the series, and it's just unfortunate I wasn't at this point. That was just rather unfortunate. And of course, we went through, there was a lot of different... I'm trying to point out some particular things. I think this is when David first joined. It's got me at the beginning. Oh yes, this was the episode, in fact, where David did join. Which was interesting, when David came back to YouTube, which is really, really nice. The pumpkin spice latte always is and has never changed. And of course, the finale episode, we've got the finale. We can't forget the finale. Of course, we had the big fight between me and Seeker. We've got quite an interest. Well, I've got interesting plans for the next season. I actually can't wait for the next season. Personally, cannot wait. But what can I say? And of course, the ending cinematic, which our friend Lav did in fact do the animatic for it, which is still really good. I do enjoy that one. And of course, the way it ends, the heartbreak, I know. Can't wait to release the next season. Can't wait to get on that.
Why'd you have to go and make this
and make the second series bigger and better. if not bigger and better than the first series was, can we make it bigger and better? Moving onwards, we've got Fairy Tail Origins. This series has to be one of my favourite. It's a real big tie between Olympus and Fairy Tail. They've both got really good qualities, which I enjoyed between the two of them. And let's just kill ourselves with the intro a little bit. I know it's just ended recently, so it's not too big of a deal. We remember this quite frequently. A lot of people don't like the intros, which surprises me. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the intros, and that really, really does surprise me. But hey-oh. But we do know this one quite frequently, well, for more recently, because the series has just ended. There were a lot of aspects we did touch on in this series, which I did enjoy. It's unfortunate we didn't get to a point that we wanted to. Obviously, a lot of people are upset with the finale. I did see a lot of comments. There is not another episode of that series. The finale was the finale. That was the last episode, episode 50. The two-part that I mentioned was obviously episode 49, episode 50. That was kind of a two-parter in itself. But yeah, we don't have another episode. That was the finale episode, and that was not supposed to be the finale episode. That was supposed to lead into another arc between us and the guild, but obviously that didn't happen, so that's going to be our starting point for the season 5 or season 2 if you look at it that way, which I can't wait for. Is there anything in particular we want to look at in this series? Definitely one thing that I would say is the Order of Judgment episode, because this cinematic that Richie and the guys filmed took way too long. Like, this was like a 47-minute cinematic episode, well, more or less. This whole cinematic took way too long, but it was pretty interesting.
Did you figure it out
Definitely
yet?
a pretty interesting fight. Obviously, you've got Michael,
against this guy? Come on,
you've got
get
Bree and
I had it
Panda.
under control, you know.
Yeah,
We had
whatever.
us and the Boulder Brothers
on,
in
Fred.
here. I like how they swap. We got to be able to swap between all the different aspects as well.
Lightning Devil's secret art. Hammer discharge.
The brotherly bond, which was destroyed by our decisions to, you know, just wreak havoc on everyone's heartstrings. I know, we're evil. I couldn't agree more. I love it, really. I love it, really. But, Supernatural. We're not quite done with Supernatural. That is, in fact, going to be ending relatively soon. There's still a couple storyline plots that we do want to pinpoint and hit before we do end this season. But I guess we can have a quick brief listen to the not another advert,
This
but
world is full of nightmares.
we hear this on the daily. It's
Werewolves,
still going on,
vampires,
so I
and
won't
more
listen to too much
struggle
of
to
it. But
survive in an
it's
eternal conflict over power.
it's an interesting series, and we do like to mimic the intro quite a lot between the friend group. But yes, this has actually got a lot of things which we do want to continue with. There is a massive section coming up, I believe, fingers crossed, next week. More so for us, the Fallen Angels, Richie, the Imp, the Devil, those kind of people. We've got a nice little storyline which we do in fact want to do, so be looking out for that in the next week. But yeah, personally, we've come a long way. Obviously now completely roleplay. We've got a lot of other things. We've actually got the new Origins in the works, so that's going to be hopefully coming out very, very soon. So make sure you're watching out on the channels for that. Don't know dates. Well, I do know dates, but I don't really want to throw dates at you yet. But we're looking at the end of the month, so make sure you're looking at that. But yes, if you've got any questions regarding Origins and you want to chuck those into the comment section, I'll do a bit of a Q&A in the comment section. If you do have any questions, throw them at me. I'll see if I can answer them. But I think that was a pretty good look back. You know, look at a couple of videos, have a bit of a chat with you guys. Hopefully you found this video a little bit interesting at least. You know, got a little bit of information from me, different things. People might gloss over this video and be completely out of the loop. So for you guys that did watch till the end, comment down in the comment section, potato! potato. That's the word. If you did watch all the way to the end, I'll know you've watched it because you watched and you've commented potato. But any questions, again, comment down below and we'll have a bit of a Q&A with you guys. But for now, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up. Have a wonderful and safe day, and I'll see you guys all in another video, hopefully coming tomorrow. Bye for now.